Everybody should have definite aim in life. Everybody should have everybody should have a definite aim in life. An aimless man cannot succeed in life. He stumbles in his way of life. He stumbles in his way of life. There is a proverb that a person that a person without an aim is without an aim is like a ship without a radar. Everybody should have a definite aim in life. An aimless man cannot succeed in life. He stumbles in his way of life. There is a proverb that a person without an aim is like a ship without a radar. This proverb is very important. This proverb is very important for young students because there are many facts often that them there are many facts often that them some of those are good as some are bad. Some of those are some of those are good and some are bad. Some of those are good and some of those are good and some are bad. To take to the right path. To take to the right path. Guidance to take to the right path. They require guidance. কিন্তু আমার জীবনের লক্ষ্য হলো আমি শিক্ষক। এই প্রবাদটি different men have different aimings. Different men have different aimings. Somebody wants to be a doctor. Somebody wants to be an engineer. Somebody wants to be an engineer. Somebody wants to be a politician. Somebody wants to be a politician. Somebody wants to be a high official. Somebody wants to be a high official, and somebody wants to be a teacher. But I mean, life is be a doctor. To be a doctor, I mean, life. Life is to be a doctor, teacher. Different men have different aimings. Somebody wants to be a doctor, somebody wants to be engineer, somebody wants to be a politician, somebody wants to be a high official, and somebody wants to be teacher. But life is to be a teacher. There are some reason for which I have decided to teacher. I have decided to be teacher. There are some reasons for which I have decided to be teacher. I want to serve my country. I want to serve my country. In this case, I think that is changing teaching in this case I think that teaching p- profession profession is very appropriate. Profession is very appropriate. Profession, I think that it says say teaching profession proportion is very appropriate. My father always inspires me to. My father always inspires to take this career career. হনা বা হনাবার My father is a teacher of a village high school. My father is a teacher of a village high school. My father is a teacher of a village high school. My father is a teacher of a village high school. He always says. He always says. He always says. He always says. He always. He always says that a teacher can lead a nation to the right way. My father is a teacher of a village high school. He always says that a teacher can lead a nation to the right way. For this a teacher is called 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 an a architect of a nation we know that most of the people of our country are illiterate. We know that most of the people of our country are illiterate. We know the most of the people of our country are illiterate. They are the they are deprived of at least their basic human needs. They are deprived of at they are deprived at of they are deprived of at of last their basic human needs. Their basic human need. They are deprived of at last their basic human need. Illiteracy faves the way of poverty. Illiteracy faves the way. Illiteracy faves the way of poverty. Illiteracy faves the way of poverty. Illiteracy faves the way of poverty. In this poverty hinders all development, hinders all development efforts of the country. It is not possible. It is not possible developing of the country. It is not possible. It is not possible developing of the country without removing illiteracy from the society. Illiteracy from the society. It is not possible. It is not possible developing of the country without removing illiteracy from the society. I went to change our for condition. I went to change our four condition. I went to change our four condition. I went to change our four condition. Being a teacher. Thus I want to contribute to the national development. I went to thus being a teacher. Thus I want to contribute to the national development. I want to contribute to the national development. I want to be a ideal teacher. I want to be 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 a ideal teacher. I want to be a ideal teacher. But I never expect I never expect to be a college or university teacher. I never expect to be a